kommer månen vara så här själva. Och så kommer 2 stjärnor lysa. Det kommer bli som 2 ögon och ett smile. Det är Jupiter och Venus.
Darn it. See it as being like a top, really admirable skill, but it's. But yeah, I understand your. Yeah. Oh, it crashed. No, okay. Sag? No? Suggested friends? No, I didn't get shit. Blizzard. I've been timed out. Battlehead? Shit. Okay. So it's hashtag then. Then one. 19943. Okay. Yeah. So. Where does it go? No, same. Oh, view sent. Okay, view sent from.
ask your friend what his origin is, so log out of the Blizzard app, launch Blizzard app, click the globe icon, drop down, and select your friend's region to log in. I'm on the, I'm in Europe. So bullshit. Seriously. I mean, how hard can it be to make it? Oh. Oh, hang on, someone's calling me. Oh, okay. Ja, det är bra. Tjena, tjena. Jag markerade, är du där nu eller? Gjorde du inte? Jag har satt upp pinnarna i mitten, men de kanske har blåst ner dem. Men jag ja. Jag är ju inte där, men vad dumt, för jag satte upp pinnarna, men fan de har blåst ner. Ja, alltså om du skulle säga precis där krönet är, efter du vet de här odlingslådorna. Precis nedanför där, bland där liksom pålarna har varit. Vad sa du? Förlåt, vad sa du? Ja, precis där, exakt. Och så, för jag markerade pinnar var de här stolparna är någonstans. Stolpänderna, men jag vet inte om de har blåst bort. Ja, det kanske man är klart. Ja, men där omkring, sen är det inte jättenoga. Det kan ju vara i den lilla sänkan där liksom. Där han kommer in. Så kan jag ska ju köra med en sån här lastare på fredag. Så försök bara köra i samma, så nära varandra det går. Ja, precis. Längst ner, ja, precis. Ja, precis. Du kan tippa där. Alltså på mitten liksom. Ja, eller om man inte kommer in där i mitten så tippar vi skogen, precis. Det blir bra. Det blir jättebra. Perfekt, vad bra. Okej, tack så jättemycket. All right. Hello. Yeah. Do you know what it was about? Yeah. Okay, but maybe I can. Okay, select your account. Okay. Stay in America. Still connected to Europe. Oh, log out. Okay, log out. And now I log in. Key. Hang on. Oh, okay, hang on. Americas. Log in. We're currently addressing an issue with the Blizzard service. During this time, Warcraft will be unable to play where working. Your password is incorrect too. Hang on. Hang on. What? No. No, I can't log into the Americas either. Hang on. No. Your password is incorrect. Hang on. I have to figure out what the hell happened with my... I'm freezed out of Battle.net now. Great. Yeah, I can't. My password is incorrect. Hang on. Last try. No. Yeah. Okay, now I have to figure out. Now I have to log into that. No. Yes. No. But I managed to accept your friend request on the Valnet. Yeah. Log into the Americas. Not for me. I can log in. Let's do it. How do I do this? Add friends. No. This is great, by the way. No friends online for me. Are you sure? Are you sure? Not good for me. My own party, yeah. 20. I'm online, I'm in the Americas. Yeah, I'm doing it. Invite to group. No. Yeah, got that. I wonder how you okay. Okay, you're still oh, okay. Ah. How do I invite no. Friends. You're not even online. Are you online on Battle.net? Cool. playing Warsaw? You know the game? I don't have any threads online. No, I don't see it in game. No.
Trying to
hang on.
get this
Warsaw. Okay.
thing to spawn where it's supposed to.
No. Zero.
Maybe. Maybe
Players,
in.
no. Regiments, no. Friends, no.
Does this work? I'm gonna put it. It's just so weird when I drop it in, it actually ends up where it's supposed to be.
It
But
says not joinable on you. It says, yeah.
so when I press the O key
If you're
for
offline.
objective,
No, it
yeah,
says you're offline.
okay,
If you
better, but
check this
still
so
not
you're in
centered.
America.
Wear pants.
But are you in the Americas or in Europe? That's probably. Yeah, I switched to Americas. Yeah.
Okay. Got a camera clipping issue I'm gonna try to address today.
It says you're offline.
So the arrow key is showing where the
This
pants are.
user's not playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
What is that? Oh, is it trying to... The camera's trying to get unblocked. Well, that's the issue with all these trees, I guess. So this is the way to go. Mm-hmm. And the camera is snapping into place.
How'd that go?
Okay, I think it's this way. No, it's this way. So now the camera is trying to
No.
like get around this hill,
We don't
so
play
you don't get blocked. But that
I think I played
also
like
lifts it up.
very shortly.
I need to fix that.
Like long time ago.
But generally, this is pretty cool. So I've used, I just used this Corona time to go out into the woods, and I'll show you. I'm using my homemade texture. So these are the photos I took. Like pretty good use of time, I guess.
Yeah.
Ground textures. I guess
Same.
this is
I
some
played
kind of background
Isaac,
thing.
got sucked into Diablo
That's
2, Diablo 1.
this is what I used for the moss texture. Oh no, this
I mean,
one.
you
That's
knew
the
what you
that's the
were
actual one.
It became a problem for a lot of people.
Blurry pictures, and then I'm thinking of that's a very good. The nice thing with this is the lighting is very uniform, so it's good for textures. Before I found
Yeah.
I found pictures online, but they were like this one. It actually has light already inside it, like the sun is coming from one side. Okay, we're approaching the pants.
Dimitri fucking sneaked right in.
Completed wear pants.
Thing.
New objective.
Yes.
Somehow the texture changed on the. This is not supposed to be moss. This is supposed to be like bricks, and also the wood floor is my old pixelated texture. So here's the queen, and then obviously this is not her portrait. I had your dagger polished. It's in the armory. Good luck. Let's fix some textures, and
Oh, there's a
so that's
maintenance guard.
basically it. The demo won't be very long, but
Is
it's
it
going to give you a
internet
chance to
general
explore a little bit.
Shut down.
Ah, camera's just going apeshit. A polished dagger is always not naughty.
Rapture.
Okay, let's try and see if we can fix this damn camera script. So I'm doing 2 checks, one for the ground and one for the what's behind you. So I first check ground,
Sad. Okay, hang on.
and am I using this stuff anyway? Okay. What am I doing? I'm setting the wanted position to be X, wanted height, and wanted distance. Wanted height comes from here. I'm shooting a ray down first. to see where it hits.
I heard some.
If it's below the height offset,
Ah,
think. then I added the hit point and the height offset to it. But it might have
Yeah,
something to
so-
do with how high up I'm aiming this. So I'm shooting from target transform position. What happens if I do this? I'm shooting from, the ray is from 5 units up. That might be too much. Hey, hey! Glad to be back. I was actually working, but
I'm not doing it.
I also needed to like get a bit of a sense check and refocus on where things were going. It's tough to
Yeah.
get things done
Okay.
in the office. There's too many distractions.
Okay. It's on still. No, that's on.
But okay, so now that's on fine. Let's check the camera seems to be okay. So what happens when I go here?
Like, why
Ah,
does
it
like
clips.
keep going every time?
So this is the thing. You're not supposed to be going through the floor here. So going behind, no.
Every time I try to log in now, obviously because it's
Or is it
working.
because I'm not? So this one works. So you see there's trees and stuff here, and if I would have gone in here, it will just block it. Now the camera actually zooms in now to get it, to get in front of it, and then back, and in front.
You know what? I'm online.
So the
Yeah,
works.
it
That's
was when I
the
logged in,
backwards check. It's the
invisible. It didn't work.
ground check that's not working. Oh, there's a bit of a hole here. So I spent a lot of time during last week. I spent doing tiles. There you can see it. Maybe you can see it
Sitting
here.
for an hour trying to get this to work.
So there's a
Dimitri,
bunch
or
of
like
different tiles,
Ricky is,
like you
Ricky
can see
is
them
in
here.
bed, sleeping, so
Like Lego pieces. You just put them together and they kind of work. And you can rotate
but I'm in
them.
Apex now, so
And it's like here, you can actually see behind here. You can even go under. Like it's like a tunnel here.
we did pretty good those couple of games we did.
So that's pretty cool. And then this is like it's just a simple block. I'm gonna replace this, but for now, I mean, you can just stick that in here so we don't see this stuff. Okay, that's very far away. It's supposed to go in here.
Would be awesome right now. If
Boom.
Dimitri was playing.
And there. It's getting tough to
No,
see where the
I'm
hell
the-
stuff is
I'm
going
the
now,
least.
but so now that's blocked. Can't
This-
see that. I think I might
It's gonna be
actually.
like the world team squad.
Is it down one or
It's
what?
Team world right here. It's
Yeah.
as distance as it can
No,
be.
it's actually not. It's actually like that, but that's okay. And then it should be blocked here and here. Oh, those are actually old. This should be replaced. We'll take this out.
No, this is the Paying Friends United team.
So this is one tile. Let's move it over here and spin it around.
I'm just waiting for it to go online.
And one more.
I'm
So
just
this is
waiting- I'm
pretty,
just
like,
watching his
The idea is that
offline
you can make
from online.
pretty big levels pretty quickly, but still using kind of a controlled
Why?
resource.
Why?
This is a curve.
Oh, come on.
There's a hole there, but you would never see that.
Now you have to get rid of Doom. Yeah, but Doom. You finished it.
So that's the entrance.
We
Let's
found it.
fix this. Oh, sorry.
Oh, we're playing trios.
What's happening here? So I somehow managed to mess up the textures for these things. But I'm supposed to remake these anyway. But this stone cube is no longer actually made of stone, it's made of moss. So we need to fix that.
I don't have any audio.
Yeah, I have a brick, brick material. That's very old and pixelated. I think I have a better one. Yeah, let's do the one without that pixelated effect thing going on. So yeah, and then I guess I need a new. This is like a hand-drawn pixelated wood material. Let's just find one.
Piece altogether. Probably save some. Kind of hoping that we'll get back
Wood
to that.
floor texture, not pixel art this time. Let's do a. We're going a slightly more photorealistic, but I want this will be old wood floor though. No, that's more like it. Let's see, what is this? Tileable. That's nice. Like this is the kind of old vintage wood.
Oh, we're in American servers. Means no one's on. Maybe at 4 a.m.
This white. Nah, this is not good. What's this one? This looks nice. And it's high res as well. I'll use that for now. We have this one. Okay, let's just make a new one. So is this seamless? Let's do a offset test. It is. So I'll save this out. Wood floor. Okay. What do we got? So we'll replace this with. Where'd it go? There. It's a bit huge, but that's too big. Should we tile this?
Yeah.
Or make it smaller? Let's just tile it for now.
I'm good.
That's better.
Yeah. Good.
And I think we need to fix this one. This one
Sure.
was actually not so pixelated when I first got it.
Yeah.
Stone wall texture, seamless maybe. Oh, that's nice. This is nice. This is much better. Oh, there's the one I took. That one is not gonna be. This one is, but it's a bit low res. Wow, this is super high res. What do we got here?
I mean, I make a pretty good stew.
I want this one. That's so nice.
And,
It's
I think
maybe I have to buy it. This one. Stone looks at 5 USD.
do they run the other direction? Probably.
Let's do this one.
I think yeah, they're here.
No. All right.
Got one. I got one. But there's one more.
Bricks.
Which one's amazing?
Let's put that in. I mean, I like
Oh, there's
this one,
one
but
more here.
it's a bit
I'm dead. I got
pixelated.
greedy.
Let's,
But I killed that
I'm
guy.
gonna do normal maps later,
If
but not.
you,
not
if you better to do.
So that looks fine. It looks like it's upside down somehow, but
Okay, I'm gonna run.
okay.
Should I run to the
Let's try
store or outside? I'll lock the door here. Hello.
Sometimes this fails, which is not great. All right,
Yeah, I got green face there.
let's go over here.
Yeah.
Can I actually go in from this side? I don't know. I can.
That's fun though. I like that. Yeah.
All right, so let's
Exactly.
see. So the wooden door looks a bit funny because it actually is flowing in the wrong way.
Yeah, and I had no idea what you guys were talking about when you said like, oh, we're doing toilet
Where's the,
up until
okay.
because I never played the first seasons. So it's like, okay.
Looks like it's upside down. Why is that? It's like the shadow is the wrong way.
No, you didn't. I've heard it before.
Why is that? Is it? I mean, I can do a quick cheat by just inverting this.
Are you downloading it now?
Let's see.
Good. Yo.
I mean, I guess this is the issue with photos because there would have been built-in lights in that, or like you'd have to take the
She's really
texture
good at
very
making
neutral.
She's making a sick pie.
Oh, let's go in there. I see a seam. There's also a seam in the texture,
That I made.
in the mesh.
For me, it was probably a stew.
Where's the camera all the way on the ground? Am I not doing the check right?
Beef, pork, and John, or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Beef
For now,
pork.
that's okay. Maybe we even add some smoothness, metallic, like a little bit of shine to this.
Yeah.
And okay, so back to the camera. Okay,
Smart with that.
so I'm doing a raycast down first. Yes, to see if my camera is above ground. If it is above ground, then it's fine. It actually takes the hit point, unless the wanted height is target position Y and the height offset. If there's no hit, yeah, that's fine. And then the clip check is going backwards from the camera, from the target. Maybe that should be. Oh, that's what I changed. Let's do from the camera instead of the target. Oh, and I the max distance. Yeah, that's how far off I cast the ray. Maybe we do a little bit more. So, and I have actually a debug draw ray here, but then let's take that out. So
Yeah.
if hit,
It's 50% into down.
if the hit is distance is less than max
That's not
distance, I put the camera at the hit point. Does that
You have
so
to
basically it
understand
stops
that down
at
to,
the
you know,
wall
100, it's like you have to
or whatever is
download
blocking.
for a week to get the game down.
And then if there's no hit, I just
Look at that.
take it at the max distance for the camera, which should be fine. Let's see.
Look at this. Look at everyone going.
Whoa, what are you
Oh
doing?
yeah.
The camera's just flying up.
This is gonna be amazing.
I think it's trying. The ray is going all the way from. Maybe if I need to have a little bit of
Hello.
an up force. Like it can't do from the actual position because then it might miss and go through. Let's try this.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So now that's actually. Oh, that's
you're-
quite nice though. So like the camera is in between
Oh,
the trees,
fuck.
even though
Oh,
you
fuck,
can't
fuck.
go there. You can actually see
Yeah.
yourself. I might actually keep that.
Oh no. Hello.
So a
How you
little bit.
doing?
Oh God, what happened there?
Hello.
I mean, it is nice, but sometimes you'll just not see yourself. And it's a little bit too close to the ground.
Really?
I mean, so that's what happened. It's like you can't see anything. That's not great if there's enemies and stuff.
What? 0 damage? You didn't even hit someone? I'm not- No.
So
no,
it's yeah okay.
No, I like to go in the. I like to go into the left.
Ah,
That's my thing. And just creep up.
yeah,
in
that
room.
doesn't work. It clips straight into the grass.
Is there anything good in the back? I never
Okay.
been in the back.
Need to fix that.
Okay, but you
That's
don't
the
get shit.
ground check. Yes. So
You miss out on the action.
if I do just 2 units up, or maybe let's set it
But I try to close
from the
door.
height offset. That is, I think, 2. So, casting the ray from the camera's transform position, but I add it casts it from height offset up, and then goes down 10 units to hit ground. Okay. Or maybe it's because I'm lerping between these things, and that's why it kind of there's a smoothness value. So maybe that's why it's like it takes a bit of time to come to that position. Okay. So here we go. Let's see. The camera seems to be dropping through. Oops. What's happening here? Whoa. So that's not right. Okay. Let's try something here. I'm gonna take out the ground check first. see which one. Just make sure we are dealing with the right raycast. Yeah, what happened here? Wanted height is 0. Is that what happened? Yeah. So wanted height. We need to do a ground check. I mean, just set wanted height.
Service. But he's not going here.
So let's just do. We'll just hide this for now. Why is this not working? Wanted height.
Really good friend.
Target position Y plus height offset. Okay. Debugging. See if it works. So now we're not on the ground at least, but the problem is when the character is, yeah. So that's what the ground check is supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be checking for a hit and move the camera up, but I guess that's also why you can't see anything. Oh, this also means that the clip check is not working, because I'm doing clip check is casting array from, oh wait, that has to be from the character, I guess. From the character, backwards.
Yeah.
If it hits anything,
Yeah. Put it up.
it sets it to the hit point, otherwise to the max. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe I'll just omit the trees from that layer.
Why?
This is the thing though, here it should actually hit. It's not hitting. Can I see that tile?
Are we going to reach it?
Okay,
that's at
where's
least-
it's here somewhere, I think. Yeah, it's
there's
this one.
at least 2 other teams going.
Just make sure that. No, it's not set to. Oh
Yeah,
god, that's
yeah.
why. This needs to be world layer,
One.
obviously.
2, no, at least 1 team.
God damn it. Is that the case with all of these?
Yeah. 1. Okay.
No, this one
I'm
is.
going left.
So
yeah.
then, okay,
I'll-
that was
I'm not going to close the door.
that was one that was just didn't have the right setting.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the tree prefab and maybe I don't set that to world, because
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
that was kind of nice to have, like, you know, your cameras behind the trees. So
Yeah.
that effect, that is okay. It's a bit like depth of field going on. And now, let's see. Yeah, the camera's trying to, yay! It's actually hitting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I
Stig
know.
is
I
very
know
close to the
too.
camera. That kind of works though. The camera is going through the grass for a bit, but that's okay. It doesn't clip on the ground. The trees are not clipping anymore.
Oh my
That's
God,
nice.
Oh
Much
my
better.
God, suck that.
Oops, yeah, and then you see there is like a thing here. There's a bit of a rock, and the camera is sliding in to avoid it.
There was something happening. Yeah, I was floating as I got in there.
So that's
Something
cool.
wrong.
That works.
Yeah.
And then let's see. The
Yeah,
clipping should work. So when it's fine when I go uphill, but when I go downhill, the camera should just like jump ahead and not clip through the.
Exactly.
I don't want this to happen. You see what happens?
I had purple armor and a peacekeeper though.
So
That's the
the trees actually turn. Okay, so that works. See, when I come up over the hill, the camera is trying to jump ahead. So this is a plugin I bought a long time ago, which is fantastic. It's called Sticks Grass. Oh, I can see what's happening here. It's trying to, it rotates the trees, and that makes the shadow move. So we don't want that. Is that this one? No, this is grass. We're not doing grass. The grass is fine,
Yeah.
but the tree material has
Oh, she's throwing like
randomized
you,
orientation,
you're like,
which we don't want. They
"Why
want,
didn't you
it should be
put your weight
facing
there?"
away.
And then you're
Object
arguing
face
like,
normal, maybe?
you know, so,
No.
so you really shouldn't have
Follow
left that
surface
flag.
normals.
You didn't have it
No.
cornered or whatever. It's like,
So I'm not sure what this actually, all of this stuff does.
man.
there is no disorder. That's fine. I guess that's why like billboards are supposed to be working. They actually like circle around you.
Sounds like a nightmare for a guy like me.
But, Yeah, I guess it. Yeah. For now, it's okay. I want to fix that though. So the shadows I can see as the camera is passing the trees, they turn to face the camera, which makes it the shadows move. You see the shadows are like turning this way. I like this effect though. It looks a bit dark, right? It's pretty dark when you're in the shadow. But I love it that the trees are not being collided with by the camera. So you're actually in the forest. Looks pretty good. That's a test trigger. This here is a guard. You're not going to be placing him there. Okay. So these doors are actually springs, like physics objects. So you just push them and they open. Should we fix this seam thing? That's not very nice. Okay. So inside, let's see what we have here. I want to just make sure that something like that maybe. I mean, I guess I can make a normal map for this, just to have a little bit more interesting texture on it. Let's do it. Same for this. I basically just do this. Make a grayscale variant of this, and then we say bricks N for normal. Where's the wood? We make it black and white, and then we're gonna convert this to normal maps. Wood floor normal, and then let's find them here in the textures folder. So we have bricks N, wood floor N, and then these are supposed to be set to normal. Create from grayscale. I'll do smooth, and I'll do it quite like faint. I don't want maps and repeat on trilinear. Yeah, okay, sure. Oh yeah, so that one they're way too strong. You can see it.
Totally.
What do we do? Just go even lower here. Yeah. It has to do with the contrast of the grayscale image. So it's trying to kind of use the grayscale values as a height map. That's better. Okay, so go back to our material and put in a normal map. It's over here. Let's see how that looks.
Review.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we see it?
Yeah.
Maybe that was too much.
What?
Yeah, now there's a little bit of
Got it.
normal map going on. It's catching the light nicely. That's nice. Okay. What about the brick then? Put in a normal map.
You have 0 damage in 2 rounds now, this thing. And I had like 15 and 5. Yeah.
I have 2. Okay, so this is the one. Should we get some shininess on this as well? I think we need to make this one a little bit stronger as well.
Alright, Ryan.
What? That's a bit too much.
Grapple there?
That's a bit much. Maybe I should just blur it a bit. I mean, it's kind of nice, but it looks way too strong. Okay. It's okay, I guess.
You're gonna get
I don't know why
sucked
there's like grass here. Let's take that out. grass
shit,
inside
this
the
is a
castle.
Cappuccino mafioso.
Okay,
1 million steps.
let's view it in the game.
No, it's Spanish. Or no, it's
Taking the
no,
shortcut.
it's Portuguese. So,
I think that was. Is it too fast? Yeah, it's too fast. So when I run too fast, the camera does not have the time to catch up.
well,
I could set that with some stronger smoothness values. Okay, that's okay. The wood floor is okay actually. It looks pretty nice. I'm gonna rotate this though. You know, because I'm too lazy to rotate the actual models. So I'm gonna rotate this. Is this the way I did it? Let's make sure you rotate the same way.
Super chat to ask. You know, you with prom.
Alright. Yeah, it's nicer if it goes this way, I think. Not sideways. Yeah, okay. So, I still want to have a little bit of... So there's light here. Let's move it.
Here.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I think it's really slow on the American service.
So what's happening? Like when it's here, like let's say this was a torchlight, how would we get this to look?
Nej,
This thing or what?
jag har tröttnat.
Yeah, it's, I guess it's that
Okay,
one.
this is
Same with
last
this.
thing. We're gonna have lunch. Last toilet game.
It's kinda okay, but it's... Is it the normal map maybe? Let's just try to take it down a bit. Nah. Is this supposed to just make it...
Pick up charge rifle.
That's okay. Looking
Feel
good.
off a little 6 damage here and there. And
That's alright. We can adjust this. Alright. Okay. Why are these? Oh, is it gonna change that material? Stone. This should be brick material.
Can I customize my guy? How do I do that?
And let's see what happens.
How do I customize
Yeah.
the guy?
That's supposed to be a tower.
Skin. There you go. Oh, no.
Like this. Kind of.
Teleport.
I'll just move the sun. 'Cause right now you can see the shadows going that way. If we just do that, it should not be
It'll be a
affecting it.
rough one, this one.
Let's try a few different ones.
Leggings.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was that? It's a tree hanging out over here.
Oh, it's exactly at the same time.
Where is it? It's on this one. It's actually coming out. That's not good.
How many people? Yeah, they're costing this.
How would I
place. Let's
fix
leave.
that? Oops. Oh, this is the density of the grass. Sorry, it's the wrong material.
No, not bad.
This is the tree material. Grass tree. Whoa.
Oh.
Even denser. Oh, now my computer is choking. Oh god. Yeah, and you can't see through now. There's too many trees.
Well, not this round, at least. Oh,
That's, I guess.
what's
Okay.
my kill to death ratio right now? 0.1. No, I want to see that.
That's
No, I
nice.
don't kill it. I don't care. I
But I need
just think
to
it's a fun
set
number.
the grass lower.
It's
It's just way too much.
1.5.
My computer, and that's a pretty decent computer. It's dying from this.
Wow, you left real quick there.
That's better. I think it's also my level of detail.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a lot of trees though. It's like you can easily lose. Oh, like here, whatever. I mean, you can't really see what's happening. Looks good though. What's happening here?
All right. See you guys. Yeah.
Something is clipping here in the shadow.
All right.
Is it-
See you guys. William, call about paket.
Jag tänkte att jag tar med de här.
Mhm.
Ska jag
Wow.
köra mig hemma sen?
Jag måste tanka också. Du är lugnt va? Är du med?
Vart ska ni?
Centrum. Gärna inte. Om de har det bra.
Va?
Om de har det bra.
Om de har det bra.
Lunch break, guys. I'm gonna cut the stream here. I'm too hungry to stream through lunch. I'll be back.